Good morning. I'm going to try to see where the camera's aimed at. Hard to do in the dark. There we go. No, that ain't gonna work. When it gets a little more light outside, it's kind of a fine snow and a little bit of a breeze. So hey, Donna, I'm getting everything worked out here. Sean, good morning. I'm gonna go inside and get my other device so I can keep up with chat. We're right on the boundary for the snow line, and that's made it a little iffy as to whether we're going to have rain or what. There's chat. So we got Donna and Sean. Thank you, Donna. Coffee and music makes the world go round. And after being on a 34-degree back porch, hugging a cup of coffee right now is really nice. Yeah, but Donna, I can drink coffee 24 hours a day and still sleep what little I sleep. I know it affects your sleep, so you can only have it in the morning. See, when you talk, I listen. I try to listen to everybody who's nice enough to come to chat. So it's cloudy. It looks like when the sun's coming up, we might be able to see a few flakes, but we're right on that edge where we'll probably get a little bit of rain, a little bit of sleet, a little bit of snow. Yeah, I know, Donna. So the dark screen won't be dark for long. As soon as I take a couple of sips of coffee and get a little bit warm back up, I'm going to put on a coat and a cap and go back out there for a couple of minutes. I'll shine my flashlight up. and we'll see if it's visible. Yeah, I know. I sleep very little, but you know, you do what you can do. Well, let's turn this off. Let's get this going here. There we go. Oh, geez. I know how that is when you can't sleep. All right. I got the flashlight. I'm going outside. What's this thing spooling for? Hey, I got it aimed at the tree. I did pretty good aiming the camera in the dark. You guys see this snow coming down? Cool. There's a little white on the ground. Not a lot. It's a little nippy out there. Juan, good morning, buddy. For some reason, my chat screen froze. Good morning, Misty. Misty, I saw on the weather, it looks like the dome is still intact over your area. So as the sun comes up, we will definitely see a little bit of precipitation. Yeah, I saw it was also dark. The sun's already set at your place, Donna. I was surprised the sun was already set. Yeah, I blame my sensitivity to the cold from living in South Carolina. It never really got that cold down there. Got plenty hot. So Juan, uh, this is old news, but I just learned about it a couple of days ago and forgot to tell you. David Coverdale announced his retirement. He's no longer going to be singing. And what's up with critters invading businesses and whatnot? There was a raccoon in Virginia, broke into a liquor store, bumped into a bottle of liquor, started partaking of the contents. That's right, Juan from Whitesnake. Started partaking of the contents, and then went on a rampage, breaking bottles throughout the store and consuming the contents. And the funny thing is, they found it spread eagle next to the bathroom facility. So even drunk raccoons go for the porcelain throne. Let's see here, 6:30. It should be getting light pretty quick. Yeah, I agree. The poor little raccoon should not have had to put up with that. Excuse me. You barely hear the rooster crowing over the sound of the gutters. Everybody in chat, do me a favor. Tell me, what's your favorite Christmas song? Do you have a favorite Christmas song? I'm kind of curious. Donna, are you on your way home? Or are you still at work? It's starting to get light out here. You'll be able to see before long. Yes, I can see the light on the ground. I can certainly feel that cold air. The floats are getting bigger. All right. I like you guys, but not enough to stand out here in cold. You guys got to see a little bit of snow coming down. I got to make sure the flashlight still works. It's a win-win. Mm. Oh, Raquel, good evening. I hope you're doing well. How are the kids? Your children, are they doing good? They healthy? And I know how busy you are, Raquel, taking care of the house and the kids and doing your YouTube. So I really appreciate you coming by. All of you guys stay so busy. I really appreciate you stopping in. Oh no, yeah, that's going around. That's why I disappeared a minute ago for a couple of minutes just to hack and blow. Y'all don't need to hear that. Well, we'll certainly be praying for her recovery. Yeah, there's some kind of bug going around here and around the world where you have like a cold for a while and then it moves into your tummy. Let's hope it's not that. You're quite welcome. People who work hard and you know, yeah, I appreciate people that work hard. Wow, gone in one day. Thank goodness, Juan. Yeah. Usually the camera picks up light a little better. Oh, I can see the outline of the tree now. Just a tad. Oh yeah. And I definitely believe that will help her daughter. All of us praying for them. Yeah, I know it's a scary situation when you try to take air in and it just doesn't come. And now that I think about it, that might be the bug that I have. Oh, geez. Julie, was it your birthday or was it your anniversary on YouTube? If it was your birthday, happy birthday. A very, very happy birthday. Julie and the princess was whispering one day because one of their family members was asleep, and I just thought they were playing a gag on me. You turned 22, right, Julie? You turned 22. Well, I hope you have a happy birthday and get lots of presents. I believe, if I didn't mess up, that's the link to my Merry Christmas to everybody. Okay, Julie, you don't have to tell us, but I think she turned 22. I would say she's younger than 22, but I don't think she would be on YouTube as much as she is. And of course, uh, YouTube thinks I'm a child, so what can I say? So that link, like I said, was Merry Christmas to everybody. And yesterday in the live, uh, while we were talking and everything, it reminded me of the traveling tree and getting everything ready for Christmas. And so you guys reminded me to do that. Let's go outside and see if it's still snowing. I hope it is. That way, when the sun comes up, everybody will be able to watch it snow. Okay. Oh yeah, it's still coming down. Can't believe. I can't believe the delay. is still coming down. Yeah, that's hard to find, somebody who understands your humor. Not many people have a sense of humor these days. Doggone it. Yeah, that's true, Warren. I'm serious about having a good time. I'm serious about honesty. I just got to trick the camera into refocusing. If it refocuses on the tree, might be able to see the snow. Yeah, that's fine. Good, good, good. Raymond. Good morning, Raymond. I hope you are doing well. It was setting up to be a pretty good snow, and then the front uh, just moved a little bit north. So, like 10 miles north of me, they've got some serious snow coming down. They might actually get a few inches of snow. And to my west, it was snowing before sunup. Take your time, Juan. I just hope it keeps snowing till after the sun is up good. I'll go back outside in a minute and check for how much snow's coming down. I'm a little disappointed it's not showing up on the camera though. And it looks like right in the middle of the tree, behind the tree, it's a much lighter blue. I wonder if that's an optical illusion or if it really is that way. Thanks, Raymond. Again, hello to Norma. Hope y'all have a great day. Hello back, Miss Donna. Juan, you so skinny. You need to make sure you don't have too many loose clothes on. You might get blown away. She's letting us know that she's still listening. Wow. I'm trying to stay at 165. I'd like to get down to about 155, but I don't think that's going to happen. Be a lot easier on my knees and joints. Wow. Well, there's a reason they call a doctor's business practice of practice. Some do too much practicing. but that would get me into territory where I would be shadow banned. This would get deleted, et cetera, et cetera. Well, you can tell there's some snow and or ice on the tree. Yeah. I'm spoiled because I remember when, you go to a doctor and they actually tried to help you cure something as opposed to, well, we'll just treat these symptoms and hopefully they'll go away. If the symptoms don't go away, we'll keep giving you stuff. Eh, yeah. Oh, we're just waiting until there's enough light so people can see the snow and chit chatting about this, that, and the other, finding out who needs to be on the prayer list. I keep saying I need to update my Nightbot and add some more people. I hope y'all will excuse me for being lazy. Oh, you're welcome, Raymond. We have a very eclectic group that comes into chat, and I'm a little biased, but I think everybody's good people that comes into chat. We've only had one troll. You can see the wind blowing those limbs. Well, that's not good, Raymond. Kind of have to do that every day. Hey, Donna, thank you for hanging around. See, even Nightbot agrees. Thank you for hanging around. Well, I do my best. I'm not perfect, but my goal is to be as good as I can be. You blocked Nightbot on the channel? Huh. You must have the highest level of moderator there. I know, Donna. Don't worry about that. I appreciate you doing what you're doing. You, well, whoever has the Nightbot, that's they set it up for how often it says something. Uh, I mean, I've got some time settings, and I've got some chat settings so that Nightbot doesn't overdo it. It's a long explanation. I don't want people to be stressed coming into chat here or coming to the channel. I don't know where the birds are. They're probably trying to stay warm. It's snowing out there. We just can't see it. Yeah, I know, Raymond. Thank you for not naming names. I'm not a big fan of spreading gossip. I'll tell people, you might want to watch your back because you have people coming in the chat that say one thing and do another, but that's about as far as I'll go. I'm a little bit strict on that. I'll listen to everything you say, but I'm watching what you do. And if they don't match, gone. I'm gone. I'll be nice to you, but I'm not going to hang around you. I'm going to go and move that camera where it's a darker background. Maybe then we'll be able to see the snow. Sharon, hope you're doing better today. Juan said he was sick one day and the next day he was all well. I think that's pretty cool. And Sharon, thanks for texting Sharon Guy. Did you hear back from her? Is she okay? Oh, the neighbors' cars are white. Uh-oh. I don't think moving the camera is going to help too much. Because I think the snow might be over. But at least now it's a dark background. And if it does snow, be able to see it. You can see where it's stuck to the screen on the porch. The top of the shed is white, so we got a dusting of snow at least. Nothing major, but at least a dusting, which is kind of nice. Well, Sharon, I have to confess, if it's all beef hot dogs, I would probably consume them with different toppings, but I could eat them just about every day. Yeah, there's a lot of things we used to do that we don't do anymore. I used to drink a gallon of milk every day. Wow. Well, I hope they'll tell us their favorite food and their favorite Christmas song if they have one. I didn't see anybody name their favorite song except for you, Juan. Yep, crows are thick around here. There's one little bird. I mean, it looks like a wren, It's the least little thing, but you talk about loud. That puppy is loud. If it starts singing and it's sitting on the banister on the back porch, and I'm outside on the back porch, it's almost deafening. It's that loud. You know, crows are big. I can understand them being able to make a big noise, but this little bird is really small. Yeah, Juan, you can't know too much about most any subject. The only subject that I don't want to know anything about is the mafia. I don't care to know anything about them. If I could sound like that bird, I don't know what the results would be. My head would explode trying to get that high frequency and that loud. Yeah, pinto beans, homemade biscuits, some gravy, chow chow. If you don't have chow chow, onions. Well, Raymond Norma seems to do a pretty good job taking care of you. Of course, I'm not there, but anytime I've been in your chat, she's been taking good care of you. Well, do the best you can to reciprocate and never take anything for granted. I think taking stuff for granted is absolutely poison in any relationship. Exactly, Juan. Most people, it's what's in it for me. And, you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. And allegedly, these are some of the ways people are. But, talk's cheap. I can't say it enough. Talk is cheap. Watch what people do. And don't let them talk you out of believing what you see. And people can put on an act for a while, but eventually the true self will come out. Give anybody a little money or a little power, and boy, you'll see the true person come out. So let's see here. Entertainment purposes only, allegedly, your mileage may vary. I just wish Sharon would put a few of her creations on YouTube. She can knit. Oh my goodness, she can knit. It's like the little town here where they take the round bales of hay and they turn them into Halloween concepts. It's such a small town. Not many people get to see it. That's why I try to post them on YouTube. Creativity like that needs to be shared. Well, Juan, who did she think was there if it wasn't you? Wow, Raymond. Next time you're live, I'm going to have to ask you to tell that story. I mean, you're welcome to type it here, but I don't like to type, and I'm not going to ask other people to type, except for something short like famous favorite Christmas song. Oh, okay, Juan. Thank you for hanging out, Donna. I appreciate you listening in. Oh, that's terrible. I'm talking about mischievous jokes going through my head. That's what was terrible. You know, spilling the beans seems to be a common factor these days. Spilling the beans. Raymond, if you can talk Donna into singing some blues or jazz, she does pretty good singing jazz. I I listened to a couple of songs that he did in early days, and not really my style. I mean, it's very unique, so I kind of appreciate the fact that he come up with something that truly is new, but just not quite my style. I might give him another listen, see if he's progressed into something that I would enjoy. I kind of like watching some of these younger people that go back and listen to 60s, 70s, and 80s music. And they're just amazed that people actually had talent. Cool. Oh, geez. Roger Blair, good morning. Yeah. Uh, I know somebody who had been to several doctors and they just happened to get the right one. And it was one of those people who they were not afraid to say, I don't know what's going on. Let's research and find out. Turned out they had a kidney disease that like 95% or higher get diagnosed when they're doing the autopsy. That's how rare it is that it gets caught and cured. Stevie, it was snowing, but it was just a very little bit, and it looks like it kind of stopped. Stevie, give me a second. I'll put on my coat and I'll go outside and push the camera down toward the snow. That way Stevie can say she saw snow at least. All right. I think it's turning into rain more than anything else. But there's a little bit of snow up against the fence. Whoops. You can see it. I think we just the front moved just a little too far north. In case it starts back up, I'll leave it aimed at something dark so you can see it fall by. Oh, don't worry, Stevie. No big deal. I'm guessing you're still driving. Juan just said nature is weird. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like I tell everybody, I make so many typos. Come on. John P. Good morning, John P. Good afternoon to you. Another good day. We got a couple of countries in Europe represented, several states around here in the good old USA. We pretty well got coast to coast covered. That's just how much you've typed. That's all it's doing. It's keeping up with how much you type. And if you type um emojis for some reason, that counts extra. I don't know. Don't overdo it on the emojis because Nightbot will time you out. Juan's been in just about since I started the live, and he's been conversing with everybody. That's why he's at the first position. John P., you're going to have to clarify what you're saying there. Not OS back again. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking, yeah, John P. tests the limits of the emojis. Yeah, it's the number of emojis, not which emojis. John, you're fine. I upped the number to like 20 or something. What I was trying to do was, the people that come into chat and they type a line of emojis and then they'll type another line of emojis just back to back and fill up the screen. It makes it hard for people to keep up with conversation. But Nightbot doesn't have a setting for that I can find anyway. I can make it where people, but that's a YouTube setting. Make it where people can only type something every 2 minutes or something stupid like that. But I really don't want to put that on everybody. Because that would just pretty much put a stop to conversation. I want everybody to be able to talk to one another. There's not enough communications these days. I want to encourage it, not retard it. John P., you had the baby on your live the other day. Boy, talk about growing. Wow. Well, Roger Blair, maybe you should post a photo, if not a video. Let us see the snow you got, because it's kind of thin here. 20 minutes north of here, they've got over an inch. And between now and noon, who knows, it might start snowing here again. Yeah, you guys that live in other parts of the world, Sharon, Roger, uh, you don't have to post a lot of stuff, but every once in a while, put something up to, like, Sharon share her knitting. Roger, take a picture of the snow. I double checked I'm subscribed. Doesn't mean I'll get a notification, but I'm subscribed. I enjoy seeing your part of the world wherever you might be. It's like Donna. She aims the camera out her window where she works, and you can see the downtown area, all the lights, and it was snowing. Whoa, spooky stories. Could identify. Yep, we've got blue jays in the area. Chris, forgive me, sir. I did not recognize you at the beginning, but after you identified a couple of birds, it's like, duh, that's Chris. Thanks for coming in, Chris. I appreciate that. I hope that little bird starts singing its song that's so loud. That's the one I'd really like to have identified. Chris is a avid bird watcher. And I appreciate your patience, Chris, until I got to where I needed to be. Earlier, the ground was kind of white with quite a bit of grass sticking up through the white, and now it's pretty much just grass. Thank you, Stevie B. Thanks, Raymond. Stevie B can ask once, and it's the equivalent of me asking 20 times. Thanks, Sharon. Donna's still hanging out with us. No, Raymond deleted it himself. John P says hello, Donna. I think she's might still be at work, so I'm not sure she's reading chat very often. Juan, don't do that. Norma's been too good. Stevie says hello, Donna. Since it's Friday, I was kind of hoping Mr. Lee would pop in and just say hello. Usually Friday or Saturday is the best likely day for him to do that. Yeah, last week I think it was Sharon. He dropped in, and he's very concerned with what's going on as far as not being able to say too much. It's like the guy that was visiting in Florida. He had photo of him shooting pew pew, and he posted it of all places on LinkedIn. And when he got back home, he got arrested. Well, happy birthday to her daughter. And there was a comic in visiting the U.S. He was out west, and he posted a joke. Yeah, I thought so, Donna. I figured you were busy. That's why I read it for you. But he did a joke that was apparently politically incorrect in his home country. And when he got back home, they arrested him getting off of the plane. More coffee, Stevie. Okay, Sharon. Oh, you didn't miss much. Just everybody talking. Hello. Stevie's sleepy. Hopefully, she can get her some more coffee. Donna's listening, but she's not at the keyboard. All my coffee's gone. The morning pot of coffee is gone, I should say. I'm having my snack bar, snack wafers, whatever. Because they can. Why? Somebody probably turned on a porch light. Oh my goodness. 80 degrees. What? Wanya opened herself up to all kinds of bad jokes there. We're going to be between 32 and 34 here today. Raymond, we all have typos. No big deal. I might be king of typos. Well, that is a Billy Squire Christmas song. Christmas is the time to say I love you. Not very widely known, but it is his Christmas song. Yeah, most of them around here are starting 2 hours late. One or two have been canceled. Up in Virginia is where they're going to be actually canceled for the whole day. Humidity's 98%. Our friends Michael Haywood and Tina, they're getting cold rain. Good morning, Moggs. Mogi. I can't do that voice too much. YouTube already thinks I'm a child. Welcome back, Sharon. Thank you for putting this on the TV. How does that image look on the big screen? Moggs, thanks for sending Chris over. He was identifying some birds earlier. I didn't recognize him at first, but when he got to identifying blue jays, it's like, oh, yeah, that's got to be Chris. I appreciate him doing that. I really do. And I hope he had a little fun doing it, maybe. The funny thing is I've paid more attention to all kinds of subjects since doing YouTube. I've got a waterfall video, just a short video that I wanted to put a little waterfall background information, and I'm trying to boil it down to where it's not boring and keep it interesting. There's just so much information, names, different cultures, what they think of waterfalls. And uh, what we was talking about a little bit ago, there's someone that they're in the UK and their YouTube channel. They posted yesterday that due to circumstances beyond their control, they were not going to be able to do YouTube anymore. I don't know if it was the politically correct people or if it was the job that they do, but they're not allowed to post anymore. That would be an interesting song. Do it in the genre of Gordon Lightfoot. The story of Chewie, the Chewie legend, the Chewie saga. Well, everybody got quiet or my chat froze. Ooh, that sounds good, Sharon. Well, the reporting station says it's dropped to 33 here. Thank you, Donna. All right. I don't think this. Well, there it goes. Just when I thought it wasn't going to start snowing, there's snow. Big flakes. Cool. Seriously, I was putting on my coat. I was going to go out and give up on showing snow, but here it is. Okay, I'm going to continue the live stream and we'll watch it snow a little bit. If I could sing, I'd be singing Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Some of them flakes are big. I'm glad I tilted the camera down. That dark background does make it easier to see the snow. That's just cool. Donna, when you get a second, do you guys have snow in the Philippines? I really don't know. I don't think they get snow. Yeah, I know, Raymond. Upstate New York is just like around here without the snow. We don't have the snow you guys get. What did I do that you don't want me to do again? Spirit the Sky Blue, good morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. And the wind is kind of blowing it toward the camera, which is why it's sticking to the screen. Oh, I do need to go out and see if I can plug in the power to the phone, because the battery will be going any minute. Let's see here. This. Oh yeah, I like seeing snow, especially when I don't have to go out and drive. I mean, I would go out and drive some for fun because I didn't have a time or anything to be somewhere. And if it started getting bad, I could just turn around and go another direction. Sorry for the noise. I'm going to try to plug up power in. Excellent. Birds are going to town. Donna, I'm glad you're finished with work. Let's hope this reaches. Yeah, tomato soup, grilled cheese. All right, here goes. Watch your ears if you got on headphones. Okay, that looks like it might actually work. All right, can you guys still hear? I didn't mess up the microphone, did I? Well, with the sound difficulties that I had recently, I don't, like I said, I don't take anything for granted. And I hadn't plugged it up this way before, so it was on the fly test run. the little transmitter is plugged into the phone, and then I plug power into the transmitter, and it seems to be working, I guess. It's barely sticking. The ground was pretty warm. Mostly what it's sticking to is the tops of the shed and my little carport, because it's just a metal cover. It's starting to stick to the back porch. It's only sticking to stuff that has open air beneath it. Yeah, Moggs, I try not to count any chickens until they're hatched. One thing for sure, I don't have to worry about anything overheating. No, Donna, this this house doesn't have a fireplace, so we don't have woods, and I don't have a boiler. Uh, it's a heat pump where in the summer it's an air conditioner to cool the air. In the winter, it's a heat pump to pump heat in the house. I, the last time I lived in a house that had a boiler was I was probably 7 years old. And that was the only house that we ever lived in that I remember that had a boiler. We'd have to go down the basement and shovel coal. That was the house that the back porch got invaded by jumping spiders. I mean, there was dozens of them on the back porch, and they would be on the ceiling and drop down to the floor, and then they'd jump straight up and stick to the ceiling. It was crazy. The only time I've ever seen those spiders like that. That was down close to Durham. I know Stevie appreciated that information. Trust me, Moggs. Uh, I was not a happy camper. I mean, I was younger than 10, and the thought of those spiders, they, I mean, they were big. I mean, they were as big as an average tarantula, but they were not hairy, you know. And the fact they could jump that high, oh my goodness. All that stuff doesn't scare me, but I stay away from it. I am not a fan of spiders or snakes or any of that stuff. They leave me alone, I leave them alone. They bother me, I really bother them. There's still a little bit of snow coming down. And Moggs and Stevie B host Why the Fascination every Tuesday and Thursday night, 9 p.m. East Coast time. And I'm way more tolerant of non poisonous snakes than I am of poisonous snakes. Yeah, Donna, I have seen evidence that a bear was in my backyard. I have seen I've seen black snakes crawling through the yard. I saw one copperhead, but by the time I got the shovel to dispatch it, it had gotten out of sight. Uh, if if a poisonous snake is in my yard, it's gone. It's toast. Non-poisonous snake, as long as it stays out of the house, I'm cool with that. Because they'll, especially a king snake, they will eat poisonous snakes, and they help keep the mice population down. Yeah, bears are kind of recent. Uh, Growing up in this area, we almost never heard of a bear. Usually, once every 10 years, a bear would wander into the edge of town in Winston-Salem, and it would make the news and whatnot. But we've got a couple of bear families now. The park I go to, there's two bear families there, and there's one near the house here. But I've only seen it once in this area and once on the mountain. Stevie, I'm just glad that it started snowing before I ended the live so that you guys were able to see it. Because, down in Florida, they don't get to see snow very much. Donna got to see snow all day long. She was looking out her work window, and it looked to me when I was looking at the video that it was snowing pretty much. Absolutely. And you know what? The thing about an inch of snow, it hides all the ugly, and it just makes everything look nice. And you know, when you get 6 inches to a foot of snow, it really makes things look nice. All the hard edges are rounded off. The sound outdoors is different. I mean, just when it's snowing, the sound is different. I really enjoy walking through the woods in the snow. Oh my goodness. Spirit the Sky Blue, that's nice. Suggest, do they put it on YouTube? If they put it on YouTube, have them come in to chat one morning and drop their channel. Anyone that takes the time to come into chat here, I want them to feel free to drop their channel. I sort of discourage dropping channels that never come to this channel. Oh, and Juan, we kind of got sidetracked earlier. I was going to say David Coverdale also performed with Rainbow for a while. Uh oh. Stevie, don't let me get you in trouble. Yes, Donna, and that's what I intended. Oh, that would be great, Spirit. Yeah, Donna. Some people they don't really try to build their channel, and they don't post the link, but other people do. Raymond, no Raymond. I appreciate that, but she knows how to type exclamation me. Thank you much. The Panthers, the Panthers are fun to watch. Stevie B has a video that was like, oh my goodness. The and that's the other reason that I do most of my lives in landscape mode is because links don't always work in portrait mode. It's just a YouTube thing. More people come into chat uh, on portrait, but more people come in to chat on Portrait, but they can't. The links don't work. I don't know why YouTube did it that way, but that's the way they did it. Oh, okay. Well, I respect that. I mean, everybody's got their thing for privacy, and I don't like, you know, I don't like invading other people's privacy. If they want to share, they will. If they don't, they won't. I mean, I'm sure there's probably about four people, maybe five, that come into this morning, lives, and I don't think they ever type anything. Yes, and that's what I enjoy is everybody just does their own little thing. And the channels that are real, I mean, they're not using the AI generated stuff constantly. uh, I just enjoy those. Thanks, Spirit. I appreciate that. And yeah, I just verified I'm sub to your channel. But YouTube doesn't always send notices, unfortunately. It's kind of an uphill battle. Whenever I get a minute, I check to see who's live. And if somebody's live, it's a pleasant surprise. Oh, you do fine, Donna. I've heard you talk English. Me and languages do not get along that well. I barely speak English. And the only reason I speak English is because I was raised here. Yes. When I started looking into the language of the Philippines, Tagalog, I did not know that the country had been controlled by so many other countries. And the language is a conglomeration of just so many different languages. And then, since it's islands, one island has a different dialect from another. It's wild. But I was very glad to learn that information. Decades ago, company I worked for, we did business with. I think the company was in Manila, and we would send products back and forth. So I kind of had an interest back then to learn more. So YouTube has really done a good job of helping me learn. Whoa, yeah, that's too cold. Thanks, Stevie. I hope you have a smooth day at work. One more day after today. Oh, geez. Time has flown by this morning. Well, Sharon, thank you. You guys just make my day. You just do not know how much you make my day. And that I got to catch a little bit of snow for Stevie and Moggs. That's just icing on the cake. Moggs, are you going to the dock? Chris is asking you, just in case you're not looking at the chat. And Chris, I appreciate you stopping in. I really do. Well, I think the world of all you guys. Trust me. Yeah, he's going there. I mean, it's like Chris. He didn't know me from Adam, and he stopped in this morning and identifying birds and stuff. You know, that just that's a very good positive. I guess we'll have to add Chris to the Stevie, Moggs, Jay, and Chris list. Yeah, people that I'm offering to sit down over a coffee on a trip. Haven't you seen all the playlists I have? I got a playlist for everything on my channel. I think there's about 6 or 7 different music playlists, novelty songs, jazz, Mongolian rock, which I have to be careful saying Mongolian rock because then I'll up the chances of mispronouncing Mogollon. I believe I just mentioned me and English don't get along. Yes, exactly, Raymond. Exactly. That's why I might not be typing in your chats, Raymond, but I try to at least stop and give a thumbs up and listen for a little while And if I have something, to that might be a positive contribution to whatever's going on, I'll type something. But a lot of times I just listen. And that's the nice thing about it. Raymond's live stream is unique to Raymond. Mog's live stream is unique to Mog's. They're all live streams, but they're a different flavor. Well, Chris, I appreciate you, even if you don't have anything else to do. It's like I tell people right up front, Chris, my channel's not for everybody. If you don't like nature, Jay is the guy that Moggs shoots pool with. He comes into chat sometimes on Mog's channel. So Moggs and Stevie has the contact information, Chris. So yeah, if you want to tag along and sit down over a cup of coffee or whatever you have to drink, that would be fantastic. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Yeah, and it's like I tell everybody, I would be happy to sit down over a coffee and chat for a while, but no pressure. I extended the information, and then balls in their court, so to speak. And I am very lucky to have so many talented people that come to this channel, because this channel is about nature, mostly waterfalls and mountaintop views, but I throw in a little bit of this and that from time to time. And you guys, sometimes we get on subjects. I get to laughing so hard, it's crazy. Mike had me laughing so hard the other day. I was coughing 20, 30 minutes after the show was over. I was really kind of hoping that Mr. Lee would pop in and just say a quick hello. We keep this channel non-political, so I think he would be safe to say hello here. I have a feeling that Chris and Moggs are going to be drowning some worms. All right, guys, it's almost 9. I'm going to go out and turn things down, off, whatever. Here's my Christmas card to everybody. You guys can use it for your Christmas card if you want to send somebody online a Christmas wish. I appreciate you guys spending so much time with me this morning. Everybody stay safe, stay well, get well. Pray for one another because there's a lot going on in this world these days. Too much, actually. So if the snow changes, I'll do a video and post it later. Roger, Raymond, Juan, Sharon, Moggs, Chris, Stevie D, Donna, everybody, thank y'all.